Number 7 is the most polarizing in my group of 16. You've seen receivers and tight ends, linebackers, defensive linemen, some mid-round guys, some late-round guys, even a first-rounder in Colston Loveland the other day. This, of all of my guys, is the most polarizing of my profiles. Wide receiver, Savion Williams, Texas Christian University. 6'4", Salky. 222 pounds of pain. Big guy. 32.5-inch arms, 10.25-inch hands, gigantic hands for a wide receiver. And just physically put together exactly the way you'd put together a first-round NFL wide receiver, like some of his buddies have been down at TCU, like Quentin Johnson was, and some others. He's not going to be a first-round wide receiver. And he's not going to be because, well, as I said, he's polarizing. Todd McShay, cut number 16, talked about Savion, talked about his skill set, and people across the league wondering, man, how does this really project?
You talk about wide ranging from he's like, shh, don't keep him out of your mouth. Keep him out of your mouth, McShay. Like, there's so much to work with there. Versatile weapon. We could really use. He would fit great in what we're doing. We have a great, offensive mind. 2, you can have him. Fool's gold.
Yeah. Because if you put him at split end and you want him to run routes and you need him to be on details, that's fool's gold. Now, you want him to be a guy that can touch the ball in the special teams phase, touch the ball on end arounds, touch the ball in the backfield, touch the ball on a bubble screen, touch the ball on a flat or an over route or a simple concept and catch it and do things that very few can. I don't think there was a player, I could say this, and I don't think this is hyperbolic for me this year. Again, I wasn't in the SEC, didn't get to see everybody quite as much, but for me, 17 games of tape this year, there were 2 guys whose tape, when you watch it, were like, what was that? I had to go back, rewind it, what was that? How did he do that? Ashton Genty at Boise State, Savion Williams from TCU. I had a Kansas State game the next week. I love Kansas State. I don't have a profile of any of them this year. The defensive coordinator, guy named Joe Klonderman, who kindly texted me yesterday when I guess Football Scoop put it out there that I'm coaching high school football. Really neat guy, Candyman Klonderman, texted me and congratulated me. And I had him this season playing Houston the week before they played TCU. And he's like, that dude at TCU, never want to see that guy again. That guy's just different than everybody else. He just has a gear that's different. He's 6'4", he's 222, and he ran 4.48 at the combine. I have told you about this guy, and the comp I made was Cordero Patterson. Cordero Patterson was 6'2", 216. This guy's 6'4", 222.
Sheesh.
Yeah, he's even bigger. Cordero, like him, ran 4.4. In fact, ran 4.42. That to me is, do you like Cordero Patterson? Did you like him over the course of his career? Can you utilize that talent
Once
in
people figured out
different
how to
ways?
use them.
That's right. Again, you've got to figure out, which is, again, why he's not a first-round pick. I think Cordero was a first-round pick. Again, of all 15 guys this year, more than ever before, 52 games played, 41 starts. Dude has played a lot of ball. What he brought to the table this year for TCU, 60 catches, over 600 yards, 6 touchdowns through the air. 51 runs, 332 yards, 6 touchdowns rushing. Oh, by the way, he also, as Mel said, was a quarterback, 3 for 3 passing with a touchdown. And you put him in kick return, put him in punt return, maybe a little more questionable because of some of the hands and tracking it. But is this guy a 5 to 8 touch a game? Does this guy got a little Debo to him? Like, you just can't tackle him. The first guy just cannot tackle this guy. And you want him on end arounds, and you want him on bubbles, and you want him on screens, and you want him running a vertical, and you want to simplify the plan for him and give him 5 to 8 snaps and 3 to 5 returns a game. There's just not many 6'4", 222 that run 4.4 as violently as he does. Very intrigued by Savion Williams.
And you would draft him where?
Depending on what I get at 18, depending on what I get at 50, can I get a couple big people there? I think maybe the 52s or 58's a little early. Ideally, he's on the board there in the 3rd round.
Okay.
That would be a home run for me. Home run.
I'm into that. I got no issues with that. That sounds kind of fun. Sounds
Big,
like a fun player.
Physical, violent, game changer.
Especially if you're only going to have 2 wide receivers on the field most of the time. Right?
Yep.
Yeah. Color me intrigued. That's number 8.